Hey, what's good, everybody? It's Don the Tap King. Today I have for you Omnath, Locus of Rage, Landfall. Let's get it.
Tap Kings, baby.
What is good, my people? Sorry, so today we have Omnath, Locus of Rage.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Landfall deck. We're gonna be going wide, we're gonna be going tall, we're gonna combo off, we're gonna do a lot of things with this deck. It's an amazing deck. If you ever wanted to tap into Landfall, this is the deck for you. I feel like this is like the beginner Landfall deck. Alright, so Omnath, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token onto the battlefield. Whenever Omnath, Locus of Rage, or another elemental you control dies, Omnath deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Nisa and Renin 6. Renin 6 is basically just going to get us another a card in our hand. We do play a lot of lands. We sacrifice a lot of lands and play them back from the yard back onto the battlefield. But this also gives us the opportunity to get lands from the yard back into our hand. Alright, creatures. Aftermath is just an overall good card in this deck. Whenever Aftermath enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. That's cool. Pay 4. So 3 colorless, 1 green. Sacrifice Aftermath. Analyst. Return all land cards from your graveyard to the battlefield tap. Again, another synergy we're doing with this deck is we're going to be sacrificing lands for value, and then we just need a way to bring them back from the yard back to the battlefield. Ancient Green Warden. When you may play lands from your graveyard. If a land entering the battlefield causes a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers additional time. So double landfall triggers is amazing.
I like this one.
Avenger of Zendikar, straightforward card, right? We're doing landfall. We're going to be getting tokens. Like I said, we're going wide. This does that perfectly. When this creature enters, create a 0/1 green plant creature token for each land you control. Whenever a land you control enters, you may put a 1/1 counter on each plant creature you control. Dragon Master Outcast, I feel like this is the best deck for it. I feel like this is kind of like the only deck for it. If you're going to do landfall, a land deck of any sorts, in red, you need to run this card. Basically what he does at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 6 or more lands, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Lands you control are every basic land type in addition to the other types. Elvish Reclaimer is a tutor for lands. Pay 2, tap, sacrifice the land, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tap. So as we start creating tokens, big tokens, 5/5s and 5/3s, and then also 3/3s, this card is gonna help us get more card draw. So whenever another creature you control with power 3 or greater enters, you may draw a card. Green Sleeves. Another good card. This is how we get our 3/3s. Protection from planeswalkers and from wizards. Green Sleeves. Power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 3/3 green badger creature token. And again, we're doing tokens, we're going wide.
Daddy, chill.
Whenever another permanent you control enters, if it wasn't put onto the battlefield with this ability, you may put a permanent card with equal or lesser value, a lesser mana value from your hand onto the battlefield. So it says permanent, so that includes lands. And basically the way this combos off with, we have 3 land targets. Arid Archway, when it enters, it bounces back a land back to your hand. Gruul Turfs does the same thing. When Gruul enters the battlefield, return a land you control to his owner's hand. And also Guildless Commons does the exact same thing. So basically what we're going to do with 1, 2, or 3. So basically what we're doing is we're going to play the land for turn, right? Have that land bounce itself back to your hand. And then you have a Kodama trigger that you still need to resolve. You're going to place that exact same land back onto the battlefield. And then when you place it back into the battlefield with Kodama's trigger, you're going to bounce it back to your hand, place it back onto the battlefield with Kodama's trigger, and basically you're going to get infinite landfall triggers. What do you do with infinite landfall triggers? I'll show you. So we'll go through it. We'll do this the fast way. Lotus Cobra, you'll get infinite mana. If you have your commander out, you'll get infinite 5/5s. With this creature, you get infinite 1/1. It'll become infinitely strong. Nisa, you get infinite mana. With this creature, you get infinite 4/4 green beast creature tokens. With this card, you'll be able to burn the table for the win. Also, with the tunnel, you'll be able to burn the table for the win. Scoot, you get an infinite scoots. Tifa becomes a beast. She becomes as tall as you want her to be. So those are your options basically in this deck. So definitely a lot of options. You could beeline it. 3-card combo, just burn the table. Now, if you're creating tokens for your commander, 5/5s, as you're continuing with that combo with Kodama, and you have Garrick or any of the other enchantments that let us draw cards when a creature with 3 or more or 4 or more enter the battlefield, and then you don't want to draw until you get your enchantment, Concordant Crossroads. So you have all those creature tokens that you created, play Crossroads, and then just swing. You could just beat face. So that's also an alternative options. Definitely a lot of, like I said, this is a fun deck. People aren't expecting that to happen. Maybe they are, I don't know. But Kodama with those lands is the beast. Infinite landfall triggers is what we're aiming for at all times. And this deck does it really well. Alright, let's go to Lumra. Lumra is just an overall beast of a card. I won't get too much into that. Spoke about this one. Outcast Trailblazer. Whenever another creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, draw a card. This lets me play additional 2 lands per turn. This lets me play lands from the graveyard, burn, go wide. 6 is good with Brennan 6. When both of them are on the field, you're basically able to play cards from your yard by discarding a land card with 6. Tinderwald is a ritual. Sorceries. This one here is just a sack outlet. Ramp. Big ramp. Can be a decent ramp depending on what your opponents choose. Tempt with Vengeance is a good card. Basically, while your commander is on the battlefield, we'll play this card, and then you create red elemental creature tokens. When those, at the end of the turn, you have to sacrifice those tokens. Every red elemental creature token that you sacrifice while your commander is on the battlefield is going to be a bolt. Constant Mist. Like I said, we're going to be sacrificing lands. That's part of the deck, the way we're running it, and also bringing them back. So buy back, sacrifice a land, prevent all combat damage that will be dealt this turn. So it's an infinite or a constant mist, basically, instead of a fog. But definitely a fog ability that you should be sacrificing the land on cast so you can get it right back into your hand. Crop Rotation, just a solid card. Antis Restoration. Definitely we're going to be getting 3 basics. Ramp, Protection, Removal, and also has an alternative cost with sacrificing a mountain. We like that. Interaction, Ramp, Removal, and then Protection. Arcane Signet, Staple, Ashnot Altar. We're going to be sacrificing our elemental. Gives us an opportunity to sacrifice our outlet, to sacrifice 5/5 elementals for mana, but also just to deal damage. Crucible Worlds, playing lands from the yard, yes. Soul Ring, yes. Talisman, yes. And then another outlet to sacrifice lands, and also with an upside of gaining 2 life. Playing more lands is always a win in a landfall deck, so this is what that does. This is a draw outlet, haste enabler, exploration, more lands, draw, a sack outlet for our elemental creatures so we can start dealing damage. Impending Disaster is a great card. It's an asshole card. It is. We can recover from playing this card. Our opponent shouldn't be able to recover from playing this card after this card resolves. So during your upkeep, if there are 7 or more lands in play, sacrifice Impending Disaster and destroy all lands. I don't care because I'm going to be playing lands from my yard anyway. My opponents may not have that capability, so that's going to hurt them. Sylvan Library, Haste Enabler, and also Protection, and Tribute to the World, draw. I think I overlooked a card. Let's see. Oh, Titania. So This card is good too, as we're sacrificing land. So whenever Titanium Protector of Argoth enters the battlefield, return target land card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever a land you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, create a 5/3 green elemental creature token. So we're going to be creating tokens as 5/3 elementals as we start sacrificing our lands. And then as we start playing them back from the yard to the graveyard, we'll get our 5/5s. Lands, simple lands. 34 lands. You could do more if you want. I don't think it's necessary. I see some landfall decks with like 40 lands, 44 lands. That's cool. You don't really need it. We're going to be recycling lands throughout the whole game, so the ones that we have are solid. We don't run as many fetch lands as we should. If you wanted to add more fetch lands, that's okay as well. I think we run maybe like 2 in this deck. Boseiju, just a solid card overall. Field of the Dead. More creature tokens. We're going wide, so why not go wide with our lands as well? City of Brass, Command Tower. Some of these are straightforward. Oh, sacrifice this land, draw a card. So this land is draw, and then we'll bring it right back. Dryad Arbor, good card. We run 3 basic forests. That's all you need. And then it was hard to squeeze in basics in this deck, but I wanted to ramp into them and also tutor for them. So I needed some targets in the deck. Gemstone, that's okay that it gets destroyed after the 3rd time you use it. We're gonna bring it right back. Explained these already. Horizon of Progress, pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any type that a land you control could produce. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tap. Love that. Sacrifice Horizon, draw a card. We're using it for the draw ability, and then we're gonna bring it right back and do it again. Lotus Veil. When Lotus Veil comes into play, sacrifice 2 untapped lands or bury Lotus Veil. Add 3 mana of any 1 color. Yes, love Lotus Veil in this deck. 3 mountains. Strip Mine gets a little crazy. So you obviously tap for 1 colorless, but also sacrifice Strip Mine to destroy target land. When you're in a place with your board state where you can play 3 lands, and to include lands from your graveyard, we will sack it and just pop just 3 lands of somebody that's basically the threat, or who's challenging you, or whoever needs to get rid of some blue islands or whatever it is. So basically, Strip Mine, it becomes a very big problem. You can control people's boards with it, and it's gonna keep coming back. It's gonna keep coming back. It's gonna keep coming back. And it gets a little oppressive, but again, you're in Gruul, so you need to have something to combat the blue players, combat the combo players. So this is the way we do that. If you control their lands, you control their game. Taiga. Talon Gate of Madara. This is a good card. Phases out a creature. Land Tutor. Destroy non-basic. Destroy non-basic. The second tutor, and there we go. So again, if you like Landfall, if you ever wanted to like dabble with Landfall, this deck is definitely for you. If you wanted to swing wide with 1,000,000 tokens, the deck is for you. If you want to swing big with a couple of 1/2 beaters, this deck is definitely for you. If you don't know what deck you wanted to run and you just want a fun deck where you can either combo off or just do beats, this deck is definitely for you. If you like my channel, if you like this video, you want to see more of these types of videos, please like and subscribe. If you haven't already, hit the notification button. And like always, guys, God bless.
Kings, baby.